Welcome to Author Mindset Monday, day 43 of the 2-Minute Author Challenge. Today's quote comes from Golda Meir, former Israeli Prime Minister. And she said, "Make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny inner sparks of possibility into flames of achievement." I love that. And I love that for a whole bunch of different reasons. Number one is that it's all upon us. It's the onus is upon us to make these dreams come true for ourselves, right? That's the beautiful thing of it. So let me get the slides running properly. Okay, so in terms of this, unless I believe something is possible for me, it's not. I might believe it's possible for someone else, but I may not believe it's possible for me. And this is the critical point of failure, is my belief. Because my belief is not based on reality. It's based on whatever negative programming that I've accepted over the years and have failed to correct so far. So the thing is, that belief can be light years from what's actually possible for me. It really can be. And this is a critical distinction to make, is that what I believe is my reality. As Henry Ford said, whether I believe I can or believe I can't, I'm correct. This is exactly that thought, right? We need to make sure that we're feeding proper information into our brains and getting proper information right back out again. Because here's the truth. Like you, I am capable of orders of magnitude more than I think I am on any given day, in any given area of my life. You know, and so are you. that's the other kicker, right? Is the same is true for you. We are both way more capable than we give ourselves credit for, pretty much in every area of our life, and on pretty much any given day. So one of the things that I do to challenge myself is I set goals that challenge me and challenge my ability. The goals that will force me to do more than I think I'm capable of, more than I think that is possible in a specific set of time frame. And I want to give you an example from my own life. A number of years ago, I was participating in a 90-day author challenge in an authors group that I was a part of. And the challenge was to write a single nonfiction book in 90 days or less. Write it, get it completed, and published in 90 days. And as I was getting prepared for that challenge, what I realized was that I didn't have one book. I actually had 7 small books, and then there was 4 workbooks to go with them. So my challenge went from doing 1 book in 90 days to doing 7 books and 4 workbooks in 90 days, which is insane. And the reason I say it's insane is because even as I set this goal for myself, I did not believe it was possible. I did not think it was possible to write 7 complete books, all around 100 pages or so, and then 4 complete workbooks in this time frame. I had never done anything like it. It was completely crazy, and yet, yeah, as the slide says, I was quite certain this was not possible. But here's the difference, I didn't let my negative attitude dictate what I did. I built a plan, built a schedule that would allow this to be completed. Now, I didn't know that I could actually do all the work required to meet that schedule, but I figured out a plan to make it all happen. And then I just worked the plan every single day, and I did my very best every single day of those entire 90 days, because it did take every single one of them. I worked really hard every day to execute to that day's plan. So whether that was building the outline for the next book, while I'm letting the previous book percolate before I started doing some of the self-editing process, whatever, I built and executed that plan, and I adjusted it as needed along the way to make sure that I was doing the things that were put in front of me to do that would allow me to be successful. And about halfway through, I realized, much to my delight and surprise, is that, wow, I might actually pull this off. This thing that was impossible in my brain 45 days prior was now within something that was within my reach, because I had proven to myself that I was capable of more than I thought I was. So it's an amazing achievement, for starters. It's something I'm really proud of, and it's a great example to me of pushing myself beyond my own limitations, beyond my own perceived limitations. And so what I would encourage you to do is to do the same thing in your life. So whether that's writing your book, whether that's turning a particular dream into your reality, whatever that goal is, Challenge yourself to do it in less time than you think you can. That's starting point number one. And make sure that you're adjusting your beliefs along the way too, right? Because this is the critical thing. Our beliefs literally determine our outcomes. So even though I started with the belief that I was not going to be successful, I acted as if I would be, and I built the plan as if I would be. And then I simply executed the plan. I say simply because looking back on that time, looking back at it today, sure, it was simple. I scheduled the writing times, I did all the stuff that I talk about all the time. I did all those things. I made that whole schedule, but it was still a crap ton of work every single day. And that was the part that I was unsure of. Because anyone can build a plan to accomplish something, but do you have the capacity to work the plan to its fullest? I discovered in that particular instance that I did, and I was still to this day, this is something I'm incredibly proud of for obvious reasons, and it's also something I use to fuel myself moving forward. Because if I can do that, who knows what else I can do? And the same is true for you. Dare yourself to be successful. Challenge yourself to be successful. Expect that your achievement, your success is inevitable. Because when you live in those beliefs, they're self-fulfilling prophecies. They truly are. Commit fully. Make a decision. Follow that decision with immediate, effective action. Repeat, as needed, until your success is achieved. And here's the big thing. No matter what goes on any given day, refuse to quit. Flat out refuse to quit. Because that refusal to quit, combined with your determination to succeed, with that daring yourself to be successful, those are the mental attitudes that will carry you through those moments where you think that it can't possibly be done. I'm a big fan of tenacity. I love that word. And tenacity is your friend. Simply refuse to let go of this dream. And when you refuse to let it go, you're also going to be doing the things that are required to make it come true. That's really fun. And now here's another really beautiful truth that I want you to grasp. You can do anything, literally anything you choose to do. Now, let me put some parameters around that. Within the confines of your capabilities. I am not a person who can run a sub 4-minute mile. I can't even run a 4-minute mile. There was a time in my life where perhaps that was possible, but that time is now gone. And could I do it today? I suppose that I could if I wanted to apply myself in that particular area. But let's go back to the whole you can do anything you choose. If you want to write a book, you can write a book. I guarantee that's possible for you. There is no way that that's not, right? It simply means a matter of making the plan, following the plan, making sure you schedule the appointments, do all those things. And mindset truly, truly is the key. Your determination, your persistence, your refusal to quit, those all help. But making that decision, following with action every single day is beautiful. So my question for you, if you want to write a book but you haven't yet, if your book is stranded on someday island, will you commit to writing it? Will you set a deadline to complete that first draft? If you're curious on how to do that, reach out to me. I'll send you my manuscript math calculator. And because it makes it really, really simple to figure out exactly how many days of writing it takes to complete your first draft based on your writing speed, so on and so forth, and how much you can write per day. So will you set a deadline to complete that first draft? If you find those two things challenging, I highly encourage you to join me for Writing Power Hour every day at 1 o'clock Pacific, Monday to Friday. Let me be clear on that. I sometimes do it Saturdays, but mostly it's just a Monday to Friday thing. And what Writing Power Hour is a 1 hour time set aside to writing where we can come together at the top of the hour, share our goal for that hour, 2-3 minutes at the top of the hour. We go away and then we work, and then we come back and share our results. And it's just a little bit of accountability. And one of the things that I've discovered with writing, and that I've known actually for quite a long time, just because of my involvement with National Novel Writing Month, that goes on in November every year, NaNoWriMo. It's a beautiful thing to have that experience of knowing someone else is out there doing the same thing as you are at the same time you're doing it. So in the case of National Novel Writing Month, for example, there are literally hundreds of thousands of people writing a book in November. And it's fun to be a part of that. And so this is a microcosm of that entire plan, where we come together every single day and we get to sort of build up on each other's sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? We get to know that there's someone else doing the same thing we are. And just knowing that it's going on at the same time, that we're both facing similar challenges or whatever the issue might be, it's a really empowering hour. And sometimes I go for 2 hours. Sometimes I don't. Depends on who's on the call and how long they want to go. And there's times where everyone jumps off and I still keep going because I got stuff I need to get finished and I'm on a roll. So go to writingpowerhour.com and check it out and see if that sounds like something that might interest you. Because if you do want to write a book and you're struggling to get to make the time to do it, that can be an accountability issue. That can be, I don't want to do this all alone issue. So when you're doing it with someone else, even if it's on a very informal basis, like Writing Power Hour is, it's hugely beneficial in terms of making sure you get that work done every single day. So give it a try. It might be a thing that really, really works for you. And so if any of that resonated for you, I would love for you to like and share it and comment on this video today. I would also love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn, follow me on various social media platforms. All of those links are available at sleekbio.com/Christopher. And for the August grand prize, I'm giving away a copy of Scrivener this month. And if you're not familiar with Scrivener, it's an amazing, amazing writing program. And to enter that giveaway, go to christopherdrmani.net/giveaway. You can earn extra entries, all kinds of fun stuff there, learn more about the software. And if nothing else, take away from today that if you want to write a book, it is entirely possible for you. It really is. You simply need to make the decision that you're going to do it, and then follow that decision with effective and immediate action. Because making the decision doesn't mean anything unless we follow it with action, right? It really doesn't. So that's my encouragement for you today. Go for it. You can do this. I know you can. And the reason I know you can is because I've done it when I didn't think I could. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will talk with you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.